The Saints may have gotten their quarterback of the future. It's just not the one that fans were hoping for with the 40th pick in the draft. They took Tyler Shough from Louisville. We'll talk about the move, where they had him ranked, and why this was the decision right here on the Straight Up Saints podcast.
You're listening to the Straight Up Saints podcast.
What is up, Who Dat Nation? Welcome back inside another edition of the Straight Up Saints podcast. I'm your host, Chris Rosvogo, and as always, we are here to cover every pick that the Saints make in this draft. The one that will be the most controversial that they make this year and maybe for the next couple of years is Tyler Shough, 40th pick overall out of Louisville. Intriguing quarterback, right? In terms of measurables, Tyler Shough has everything that you're looking for in a quarterback, especially at the NFL level, right? Like, we're talking about a guy 6'5". When it comes to his 40 time, it was a 4.63. But there are concerns, right? He's going to be 26 in September. He has had a ton of injuries in his college career, broken fibula, broken collarbone. And his career is kind of odd, right? 3 years at Oregon, ends up getting replaced, 3 years at Texas Tech, then goes to Louisville. And he was great at Louisville, 23 touchdowns, 6 picks, really efficient football. But why would a guy now 7 years into his college career, why is he now a hot commodity? I can't answer for sure. What I can tell you is this from watching Tyler Shough. I think when you watch Arm Talent, you see it pop up on the screen, whether he's rolling left out of the pocket, whether he's just got a clean pocket to work with, the ball just kind of zips. It's effortless with Tyler Shough. And I do believe the Saints like that. I do believe they also like his mobility, right? 4.63 at a 6'5" frame is pretty damn incredible. You know, like that is really good speed at the NFL level that he's going to need. Now, he's not perfect, right? He's not. You know, I get nervous about him being skittish in the pocket. I get nervous about the injury history. There are reasons to feel like, man, this just might not work out. But what I would say about the Saints and why they made this pick, because I know a lot of people are going to say, what about Shedeur Sanders? What about Jalen Milroe? The Saints had Tyler Shough clearly as their number 2 quarterback. Everyone was telling us leading up to this draft. Everyone was trying to point out, local media, national media, don't look at Shedeur as the quarterback for the Saints. They have an eye on Tyler Shough. They're not just pulling shit out of their ass. They're not making stuff up for the love of the game. They knew, they heard, they got from their sources. He was there. It was Cam Ward, then it was Tyler Shough. I'm not saying I necessarily agree with that, but what I would say is this. There are a lot of Saints fans right now who are ready to just abandon this team because of this pick. And if you feel that way, I'm not going to tell you what to do. You're entitled to make your own decision, obviously. But if you are a big believer in Kellen Moore, then why can't we just trust that he does like this quarterback and he feels like there is a plan? Because for the first time in years, the Saints do have an offensive-minded coach who's a former quarterback who should have some type of vision. And when it comes to picking Tyler Shough, the Saints didn't need to force a quarterback pick this year. They didn't. For them to make it at 40, they clearly feel like there's something there. Now, if this doesn't work out and Tyler Shough's an abysmal pick and he flames out quickly, Saints are probably picking top 5 next year anyway in what people think is going to be a quarterback-loaded class, and they can get another option there. So either this works out and the Saints look like geniuses and everyone that ripped it is going to all of a sudden change their tune, or they end up actually making a big mistake like everyone thought, and they'll try to correct it in next year's draft. That's kind of how the NFL plays out sometimes. You know, we've seen the Cardinals went from Josh Rosen first round and then taking Kyler Murray first round back-to-back years. You correct your mistakes if you make them, but we'll see. Let's have some patience here. And the thing I'll say about Shough, the 2 comments for me that stand out. First thing is the Saints were clearly looking for someone that's pro-ready. And for all the jokes about him being 25, he's going to be 26 in September. His ass better be ready to start week 1 when you're that age. And I believe he will be. And the second part about that equation is for them to want someone that is ready to play now. If you don't like the pick about Tyler Shough, that's fine. You don't have to like the pick. But just know that means that Derek Carr is going to be on his way out. And I don't know about you guys. I was ready for that chapter to be over for the Saints. And the fact that we're going to get to that point, obviously, is great. I'm for it. I'm ready for them to turn that page and start anew. And they will start anew with Tyler Shough. I know fans are upset about it. I know this is not who fans wanted them to draft. Everyone wanted Shedeur. Some people wanted Jalen Milroe. But Kellen Moore had a vision. His vision involves Tyler Shough. And we'll see. Either Kellen Moore ends up being a mad genius or ends up just being incredibly stupid. We'll see how it all plays out. But as always, guys, let me know your thoughts on this pick of Tyler Shough. Do you like it? Do you hate it? I'm going to guess that most of the comments are going to be negative. Just try to keep it a little friendly. Don't be too harsh. But, if you're negative, you're negative. Can't knock you for it. As always, guys, make sure to subscribe to Boo Crew Media's YouTube page because we're going to cover every pick that the Saints make in this draft. And obviously with day 2 continuing and day 3 tomorrow, we're going to have a bunch more content you guys don't want to miss out. and make sure that you guys stay tuned for more from the Straight Up Saints podcast, the destination for the Who Dat Nation.